Hello friends, I am Dr. Avilas Naik. I am now going to talk about my reflections on the live session, live class, learning to teach and collaborate with Emergent Technologies. It was a wonderful class by Dr. Ludmila Smirnova. The topic is highly relevant in an age which uses technology at each and every stage. Dr. Smirnova is a highly educated person. She has a very good background. She has an experience of more than 20 years of teaching experience. The presentation was very much enriching and enjoyable because she provided examples from the classroom experience. We can see that the title of her session, that is learning to teach and collaborate with emergent technologies, we find it here. She is from the Mount St. Mary College. Prior to she, as you can see here, she has taught in many places. She taught in Russia, she taught English, she taught education, she supervised PhD degrees, many of them. She has been a Dean of School of Foreign Languages, and she has been associated with many of these LMS pilot group, Web 2.0, Moodle MOOC facilitator, and now she starts the discussion in a very interesting manner with how people learn. Actually, their learning pyramid, as you can see here, people learn through different methods. People learn through practice, people learn through group discussion, people learn from demonstration, people learn from audiovisual, people learn from reading, people learn from lecture, and they are learning at different levels. It depends upon the kind of things that they have been provided, and it differs from person to person. Now, this is how we learn, that she explained. We learn through our action, we learn through our visual ability, that is visual learning. We have verbal learning, then we also have different kinds of activities, that participation activities, stimulating activity, teaching activities, demonstration activities, matching activities. All these activities, they are very useful to us when we learn. Now she talks about the 21st century course design. In this 21st century course design, we can see that there are a couple of very important things. It has to be interactive, it has to look better, and it should have the ability to convert. So there are different components of the course. We have the main aim of this is to learn, to collect, to reflect, and most importantly to share and curate. We must encourage our children to make use of the different resources which are available in their environment and online. Now she talked about what is learning. Learning, as many of us know, some people say that it is informal learning, some people say that it is only acquiring of knowledge, some people learn in their work, some people learn through meetings, some people learn from books, some people learn from internet, some people learn from conversations and other things. But if we go to psychology, we know that learning is a change of behavior. The change must result from practice or experience. It is the acquisition of knowledge or skills through experience, study, or being taught. Learning is an active state, a process of searching, digging, questioning, connecting, thinking, imagining, visualizing, trying, pitching, collecting. This is a very beautiful collection of words to define learning, particularly in the age of technology. So as you can see here, she also discussed some learning theories like the behavioral learning theory, the cognitive learning theory, and the social learning theory. She discussed the different aspects of these theories. Then she went on to link learning and teaching, how teaching and learning are interconnected, how the teachers can play a very important role in facilitating learning of their learners. Now the question comes, what the teachers need to learn. The teachers need to learn these things. Understanding learning, they must learn, they must understand what the learners require. They must have a thorough knowledge of the content. They should have an understanding of the pedagogical implications. They should also have an emotional understanding of the children. They should also be aware of the different changes which are there, and they should be aware of the new professionalism which is coming up. Now the 70-20-10 course that she designs for the 21st century, here the mentor is a very important person here, because an adult, he or she is an adult who along with the parents provides a young person with support, counsel, friendship, reinforcement and constructive examples. They are the good listeners, people who care, people who want to help young people. In such a case, the learners are very dominant. They take the whole thing into their hands. Now the question comes, the goal setting. When we go for goal setting, Dr. Smirnova here, now she talks about the learners. The learners must first of all, they decide, she conducted a poll survey. 2 surveys were conducted upon the students who were interested to study under this college, and during this survey she tried to find out what kind of courses that they would be preferring and what they expected from the course. Here the learners postings are given. It's a very nice way of doing things. Now, in order to break the ice, when the learners come to the class, they are completely new to different kinds of technology. Now, in order to break the ice, particularly about technology, she talked about different kinds of very interactive softwares and useful learner-friendly softwares like the Screencast-O-Matic, the Glockster, Vigify, then the ThingLink, Pinterest, About Me, all these things, all these softwares she talked about because they would help her get into the class very comfortably. Now, with the help of these learners, she was successful in carrying out a few projects that we will be talking about. Okay, here we can see that creative projects are there. These are the students of the undergraduate classes that she could train to come out with their own projects. They were working on different projects, creative projects. Now they were also trained with the help of technology to design the commercial for different business houses. That was a very interesting thing to happen. Now she also encouraged them to record their field work experience with the help of Prezi and Smartboard. She also encouraged them to use movie night. She also encouraged them to prepare video clips on history. That is the history, that is Road to Freedom. It's a part from the history. Now the learning outcomes, this is a very important part of our presentation, because here what happens, we can see that the learners were given a chance to reflect upon what they learned inside the class. Here we can see the reflections, all of us, because these are the reflections by the learners at the end of the week. They are the reflections of the learners on their learning, what they learned during the week. Reflective writing also very useful for the learners because it helps them in writing skills as well as it helps them in checking their progress from time to time. The more important thing that she encouraged the learners, she instilled confidence in the learners to co-present at the conference with her at different conferences, and that was a great initiative by Dr. Smirnova, and we should congratulate her for this wonderful thing. Now the learners were also required to share their learnings with other people, so that was a very good initiative. Peak to peak learning, that was a very good initiative, and she was also very successful in training the learners in that regard. The power of technology, she had a party at her home and she encouraged the children to use technology on that day, so that gave the children a lot of freedom to work on that. And we can see the learners here working on various projects. The global project Snowblog City Net City, as you can see, that was in 2010. It's one of our learners. Now the Skype project with Russia she worked with. Now we can see the learners from different parts of the world working together for this project. And when the learners, they presented at the Bees World 2012, that she felt very much accomplished, and the learners also felt very happy because they presented their own learning at a public forum. Creativity is contagious. It's very interesting that these are all students of 5th standard. They created these small videos which got them some money also. They she also engaged the learners in research in 2013. She encouraged Clarissa to present at MOOC 2013 also. That shows how successful she was for this. And the learners also shared their accomplishments. She encouraged them to share them on the Facebook. And she, one of the learners, she also confessed on the Facebook that she learnt a lot of things from her teaching and training in the use of technology. And now she, finally we can see that these are the different networks that she she is working with. They are on Skype, Facebook, Listy, Scoop, etc. She also has given a lot of references to herself under different things. Now I shall be talking about what I gained from this session. What I learned from this session is that one needs to introduce technology in a systematic manner to make it learner friendly. If we push technology to the students, they won't be able to accept it. The learners should be encouraged to work on their own and make use of their creative and critical thinking skills. Technology can be a very good facilitator, but human intervention is necessary to make it a tool for collaborative learning. No learning is complete unless it is reflected in the reflections. Sharing is caring. The more we share, the more we care for people. The more we know, the more we grow. Now my plans for this, as a takeoff from this lesson, I want to use technology on a large scale for online teaching and learning training. I want to use technology to explore new technologies to make teaching learning transactions engaging, interactive and effective. I want to encourage my students to make use of technology to enhance their participation and performance in the academic activities. Thank you very much.